The Leslie Vasquez interview, part 2 of 2.
I was supposed to be painting the chickens in my yard, and I'm sitting outside and I was painting a portrait of one of my chickens as it was pecking around the yard. And I kept being drawn to the flowers that were blooming next to me. And I kept staring off into space at these flowers, and finally I just realized I have to paint those flowers.
Oh.
So I stopped painting the portrait of the chicken, and I started painting the irises. And this is what happened. And I have other ones that go with this in a set of 3, and they are different sizes to complement this one. And sometime I'll show you those.
I would have never guessed that this started out as a chicken idea.
Yeah. This one is called Playfully Yours. And this one I did before the fair, and I went ahead and submitted it to the local fair and won first place.
Well, that must have been rewarding.
Yes, and you can see the eyes. I'm kind of known for the eyes. I do a lot of work on the eyes because they are the mirrors to the soul, and I just feel that's where the animals are communicating to me. So this one actually is my own cat, and she gets this really deep, introspective look in her eyes, and she has this profound, like she's thinking profound thoughts, I guess it is. And this is the spirit I was trying to capture in this picture with her eyes. She's a very serious cat, not a real playful one. She's always really deep, and I don't know, it's like she knows stuff I should know. So
you were saying that you have to do subjects that move you and have meaning to you.
Yes.
And now, have you done work where you were commissioned to do something and it didn't have a lot of meaning for you? What did you do then?
I usually go to, like if it's a pet portrait, I'll go to their house and do a photo shoot of the animal. And so I can usually take enough photographs that I can use one, but there was in one instance at least where the animal was very, very old and couldn't stand, and the poor animal wouldn't even, it was a German Shepherd, wouldn't raise its ears up, as German Shepherds usually have their ears up. And the poor thing just seemed like it was in pain. So I actually asked the owner, can I do Reiki on your dog? And the owner let me do Reiki on the dog, and I came back the next day. And the dog was running around, smiling, the ears were up, it was playing with the other dogs, and the owner was like, it's a miracle since you were here.
Oh my gosh.
The dog is like alive again, and there's so much youthful, energy to this dog now. So I was able to get some photographs, and the best part was I was able to help the dog feel better. So that was a wonderful connection to the dog.
Oh yeah. And how does Leslie get into the zone for creating art?
Yeah. But a lot of times for me, I need to have music playing when I'm doing art. I need it to be classical music or music from the Andes. I don't speak the language of Bolivia, so I don't. I can listen to that music and put that on, or Native American music. I don't speak that language either.
So the key there is that you're not hearing words, that your mind is being led by. You can completely release within an abstract musical sound.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
And Bach, Mozart, and Beethoven especially have rhythms to them that help the art brain come forward, and the left brain, which is critical and judgmental and kills your right brain, the art brain, that brain will kind of shut down a little or go, I don't know, to sleep a little, so that my art brain, my dream brain, comes forward while I'm working. So I can't have the phone ringing, I can't have people distracting and talking and stuff like that. So being a mom, it's very difficult to balance the needs of the children while I'm painting. So I often will ask them they know now to stay quiet and to ask me later. And so that's nice. Or they'll paint along with me.
That's even nicer.
Yeah, so we have that going on. And then I like to smell a certain smell. It's an essential oil.
Okay.
And the one I've been using is citrus. And I'll smell that. I think it's an orange wild rose, or wild, no, it's not rose, it's wild orange. And I'll smell that scent before I start. And that just helps get me, it reminds me to get into the mood to paint. It helps transition from real life to doing art.
And wasn't there something about theater design and special experiences?
And there it's really cool because a fox will come to visit.
Oh, wow.
And one time I felt somebody watching me. It kind of got eerie, and I turned around, and it's a beautiful outdoor theater in the mountains, and the seating are these steps that go up, and lining the steps were all these stray cats.
Oh,
and they were all sitting there watching me like I was a theater production for them.
Wow.
So it was very spiritual and powerful and emotional
Yes.
moment. And I was like, oh my gosh. So,
well, Leslie, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming and doing this for me. And thank you, Artlings, for joining us in the Magic Circle Studios today. How do you get into the zone? And have you had magical moments while creating? Tell me in the comments below. I'm Melanie Groovy. This is Creative Magic. And do not be afraid to spill a little paint. And bye till next time. Thanks.
bye. And it's almost like I can't not paint it.
Right.
And so that's where I go with it.
Okay. Let's let the cat out. Cat, you're going out now. You're not coming back in. And no more pawing.
See, the cat's insisting on our attention.
Yeah.
Just like the images I paint.
So I think there's a little too much cat energy in here because we keep having one of my cats coming in and pawing at the door to come in, and then he paws at the door to go out. So apparently you have moved him with your work.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So going back to what you were saying that, okay, the cat is pawing at the door again.